Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Sahyadri Industries Limited's Q3 FY24 earnings conference call. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company which are based on the beliefs, opinions and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Tuljaram Maheshwari, Whole-Time Director, CEO and CFO. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Sahyadri Industries Limited Q3 and 9-month FY24 earnings conference call. I hope everyone had a chance to view our financial results and investor presentation, which were posted on the company website and stock exchanges. I am accompanied by Mr. Arvind Garg, Financial Controller, and SGA, our Investor Relations Advisor, on this call today. Let me begin with the overall industry dynamics. According to the EY report, the roofing industry market in India is projected to expand to US $5.6 billion by 2028, up from US $3.9 billion in 2022, with a CAGR of 6%. Currently, there are a variety of roofing options available for the consumers. Having said that, the trading asbestos roofing sheet continues to remain preferred choice for the rural area customer due to its low cost, high durability, and multiple other benefits. During the quarter gone by, the rural India continues to witness subdued demand coupled with pricing pressures and adverse weather conditions, including floods in Tamil Nadu. On one end, the input cost is on the higher side on the back of elevated raw material prices, and on the other hand, the company faced challenges in passing on these prices to consumers due to the demand scenario. Although the raw material front, we do not foresee any further increase, especially in the imported raw material asbestos fiber prices. Despite such challenging times, we are pleased to report that our building material segment performance has witnessed growth by 15% sequentially and 13% on a YOY basis. EBIT for the same period also grew by 150% on the QOQ basis and 29% YOY respectively. The oil capacity utilization has improved from 66% in 9-month FY23 to 76% for 9-month FY24. The utilization level stood at 68% for the quarter. Our goal is to achieve higher utilization level in Q4 for this financial year. Going forward, as the demand scenario improves, we endeavor to achieve better sales momentum in the coming quarters. Now moving on the financial performance, Q3 FY24 performance, consolidated total income stood at rupees 136.3 crores for Q3 FY24 as compared to rupees 123.7 crores in Q3 FY23, growth of 10.2%. EBITDA of the company for Q3 FY24 stood at 13.8 crores with an EBITDA margin of 10.1%. Profit after tax stood at rupees 3.2 crores in Q3 FY24. Coming to the 9-month FY24 performance, the consolidated total income stood at rupees 483.7 crore for 9-month FY24, grew by 12.6% as compared to 429.5 crores in the 9-month FY23. The company for 9-month FY24 stood at rupees 55.8 crore with EBITDA margin of 11.5%. Profit after tax stood at rupees 22.1 crore in 9-month FY24. At Sahyadri, we will continue to focus on developing scale and providing a compelling value proposition to our customers and envisages to become a pan-India player. The company's non-asbestos business is gaining traction, and we are hopeful that it will continue going ahead. We remain committed to cost management, continuous improvement, innovations, and customer centricity. We are committed to driving future-ready, value-adding enterprises that help to create a more equitable world. With this, I open the floor for questions and answers.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask questions may please press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use only handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Nishi Shah from Tor Wealth Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for the opportunity. So I have a couple of questions. In the interim budget, Finance Minister announced 2 crore additional houses under PM Awas Yojana. So as a company, how are we looking at it?
See, actually, this is definitely going to help to the industry like us. But actually spending, when it is going to happen, then only the impact will come.
Okay. And what are the key trends in the building material industry?
Can you come again?
What are the key trends in the building materials industry?
As I said, the rural economy is not, still it is subdued. So, let's see how the budget what they have announced and the other, the announcement is being done by the government, and also how the rural economy works. That's what is going to be ultimately drivers for our business.
Okay. And could you provide the revenue breakup for the southern and western markets with a margin if possible? And how are we looking at the demand scenario over these regions in FY25?
See, as we generally maintaining that roughly 60% or 65% revenue comes from the west market, and 30 to 35% comes from south market, because we are not an all India player at present. So generally we are present in the west and south and little bit of east. And so far the 25 is concerned, that all depends how the new government who is going to come, how they are going to announce the schemes, etc. for the rural economy, and plus, the monsoon, how it is going to behave in this year. That's what are going to be the factors. But we are hopeful for the 25.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks, yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Madhur Rathi from Counter Cyclical Investments. Please go ahead.
So I just wanted to know the asbestos prices that gets fixed in the November to December month. Has that pricing fixed? What is the pricing for FY24 with FY23?
See, compared to the 23, in the 24 calendar year, what the prices we have negotiated, which is lower than the 23. However, the impact of fluctuation in the forex may impact that. But as I mentioned, now the fiber prices are bottom out. There is no chance of much increase in the fiber prices, except the fluctuation in the forex.
So what was the quantum of decline in the raw material prices, and what kind of impact can it have on decline in our raw material in the FY24?
See, the quantum is for the asbestos, for the making the asbestos roofing sheet is around 45 to 50%.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Surbhi Bhatnagar from Vogabe. Please go ahead.
Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So congratulations on the great results. Sir, I just wanted to inquire that when can we anticipate the imported raw material prices to begin normalizing? And
It's already normalized now.
I'm so sorry, sir.
It's already normalized.
Okay, sir. And can we expect the gross margin to improve going forward?
As I mentioned, this is all the mix of three things. One is the demand increases. Second is, the forex fluctuation gets normalized. And third is, if the government announces the good schemes, etc., for the rural economy, definitely it will improve. However, as I mentioned, it's going to be a better coming quarters.
Okay, sir. Fair enough. And so what is your outlook on the capacity utilization?
Capacity utilization, at present we are already at 76%. If you see, is a 76% Q3 and for the 9 months. And hopefully by the end of Q4 we would be at 80-82%.
Okay, sir. All right. That's it from my side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may please press star and one to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Guneet Singh from Counter Cyclical PMS. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Firstly, I would like to understand what percentage of our raw materials are imported and what are sourced locally.
Again, your question?
What percentage of our raw materials are imported and how much of our raw materials are sourced locally in terms of percentage of...
See, for the roofing material is concerned, roofing industry is concerned, or the asbestos roofing is concerned, that is a 50-50. And in the non-asbestos, it is around 25-30% is imported.
All right. And sir, what is the quantum of decline in prices of asbestos?
It is around 2%.
2%. And sir, regarding the capex that was planned, so are they on schedule? Are they on track currently? And by when can we expect commissioning?
See, there is some delay. If you see the Odisha, which was 26, which will go now to 27. Similarly, Vada, which was to go in 25, which will go in 25, which will go to the 26. There's a delay of 1 year in both the capexes. The mainly still land acquisition is not yet completed.
All right. And sir, you mentioned that in calendar year 2024, we would see a decline in realizations as compared to 2023. Is my understanding correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, would we be able to maintain the current EBITDA margins, or I mean, how does the outlook for
I think going forward, if everything is a normal geopolitical situation and the market condition, we would be able to maintain this EBITDA margin of this quarter.
Around 10%. And sir, what is the outlook for, I mean, FY25 in terms of top line and bottom line? Are we seeing any volume growth in FY25?
We generally don't give it. We generally don't give it because that all is a different dynamic, so we generally don't give an outlook. But as you have seen how we are growing quarter to quarter and year to year, you can easily estimate yourself and can work out this.
I mean, looking at the outlook and the kind of push in the economy currently, do we look at any volume growth in FY25? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I know your question is, but as you have seen, quarter to quarter, we are having an increase in the volume as well as the value. So same, you can always estimate and can work out, but generally we don't give a forecast what is going to be in the next year.
All right, sir. So can you give a breakup of volume and value growth in Q3 FY24 year-on-year?
We generally don't give a volume, it is a value.
All right. All right, sir. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nitin Gandhi from InnoQuest Advisor Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for taking my question. I just want to have some basic thought process and what's your overall game plan, because if the sales have been growing at 15-16%, but EBITDA growth is very small, 4-5%, whereas operating leverage benefits and other things should kick in. But unfortunately, though other building material companies have given substantial upside in that also, but here we are lagging. So what do you think? What are the learnings of this, and where do you think you can start growing EBITDA growth better than the revenue growth?
See, I don't agree that others are doing well and we are not. If you see the industry like us,
let's talk of
all the data are there. Already the the results have been published. And if you see, we are among highest in the growth in terms of revenue as well as in the profitability. So this is all the industry dynamics where the cost of raw material, mainly the fiber, asbestos fiber, has increased considerably, which we could not pass into the market. So that is the case with everybody. However, we are much better than others. So I don't agree with your statement that others are doing good and we are not. So I don't agree with that.
That's what I said. Let's ignore others. Let's talk of ours. That the normal fundamental.
You have said about the others, that's why I said it. Otherwise, I would not have been raised this point.
Okay. Can we talk of ours now?
Yeah, please.
Propose to go ahead with where do we see, is it possible EBITDA growing faster than the revenue growth?
EBITDA growing is, as I mentioned in my statement and the few questions earlier, that is a mix of three things. One, the demand increases, the rural economy, the government spend in the rural economy become more, then definitely it is going to be positive. Plus, the geopolitical situation becomes normal. So once these three things happen, definitely it has to happen positively.
How much we have spent on this two plants right now? Can you?
Around 45 crore.
Out of 190 crore, we have already spent 140 crore.
45 crore.
Only 45 crore we have spent.
Yeah.
Okay. And first plant will be going FY27, right? Asbestos sheet will be.
That is going to 27 and Vada will go to 26.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Aditya Sen from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So you answered my question almost, but I was just looking for an update on both the capex that we have, Odisha and Maharashtra. At what stage it is as of now?
As I said, still land acquisition is not completed. So once the land acquisition get completed, then particularly the asbestos will go to the public hearing and other lot of activities for getting a NOC from the pollution board. So that's the process. So that will go in 27. And so far the Vada plant is concerned, land acquisition once complete, then we'll start construction and those things. That will go to 26.
Till FY26. All right. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wishes to ask questions may please press star and 1 now. The next question is from the line of Saket Kapoor from Kapoor Company. Please go ahead.
Yeah, नमस्कार सर, and thank you.
नमस्कार जी, कैसे हैं आप?
सर, I'm fine. सर, आप लोग कैसे हैं?
आप नहीं थे कॉल में शायद.
जी सर, सॉरी सर, मैं लास्ट में मिस कर गया था सर. Sir, when we are looking at our 9-month number and also if we look at the Q-on-Q performance also, जैसे हम अपने gross profit margin देख रहे हैं, that has also declined. माने Q2 में हमारे 48% से अभी 44% है. और आप जैसा बता रहे हैं कि रॉ मटेरियल के प्राइसेस पीक आउट हो चुके हैं, आई हर्ड यू करेक्टली.
यस.
आगे सर इसका ये जो 2% का भी बेनिफिट है, ये कैसे ट्रांसलेट होता दिख रहा है? और ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट मार्जिन लास्ट ईयर के हमारे 49% हुआ करते थे, जो अभी घट के 42 हो गए हैं, एंड लास्ट ईयर एवरेज ऑफ 46.6. So just to understand that this 2% will go to the margin accretion only, and or we have to give the benefits because of subdued economic activity.
कपूर जी, इसमें दो चीज हैं.
जी सर.
एक्चुअली क्या है कि जैसे 2% रॉ मटेरियल प्राइसेस तो कम हुए हैं, कम होंगे, मतलब हो गए हैं रादर, बट यू ऑलवेज कैरी इन्वेंट्री ऑफ 6 to 7 months. So exact impact will come somewhere in the third quarter to fourth quarter, not before that. So that is one. And point number two, in the present circumstances, I don't see whatever the saving we are going to do in raw material purchasing will be passed on. No. Definitely, already the margin are so low, so the chances of passing is very low. However, that all depends on the market situation at that time. But I personally feel that chances are very, very less, because already the cost which is increased in the last year is not passed on. So now whatever you are going to do, definitely it is not going to be passed on.
Right, sir. So the benefit of lower RM will be there, but it will be the buoyancy in demand and the spending that will lead to improved realization. So for that we have to wait for the actual demand to rise. That is what should be.
Yes. You're right. That's what I mentioned, because that all is these are three dynamics. One is the demand has to increase.
Right.
Second is the government impetus on the rural economy. That should continue. But post this general election, how the things are going to work out, that is also one has to look into. And third, always we have, latakti talwar of monsoon. We don't know.
Right.
Because over 80% business depend on the rural economy and the rural market.
Correct, sir. And it is also the distribution of monsoon, sir, that is more important today than the amount of water.
Yes.
So those factors need to be.
We are hopeful. Going forward, we are hopeful, because already from the cost front, जो होना था हो चुका है. I don't see much in the cost side. So only the market positiveness and the demand once increase, because if you have seen the results of other FMCs and those things also are impacted because of rural economy not doing well.
Yes, sir.
So that impact we also facing.
सर सीजनैलिटी का भी क्या इम्पैक्ट रहता है?
जी,
सीजनैलिटी का भी इम्पैक्ट क्या रहता है हमारे नंबर्स पे? सीजनली कौन से क्वार्टर? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ सर, सीजनैलिटी फैक्टर इज ऑल्सो देयर इन आवर बिजनेस.
So seasonality is given in our industry, but generally if the FMC is doing good in the rural economy, because उनके तो डेटा भी आते हैं, अपन को भी go through those data. So I have not seen in Q3 any improvement in those FMCG also.
नहीं सर, तो what should be the likelihood to close the year? We have seen sales increasing Q1Q from September to December.
See, the point is, you have seen quarter to quarter top line increase is there.
Right.
So hopefully we will definitely close positively.
No, that gap is already seen, sir. That is true. That gap is already seen.
I didn't get it.
मैं बता रहा हूँ सर, वो तो ऑलरेडी दिख रहा है कि आपकी टॉप लाइन ग्रोथ मेंटेन हो जाएगी, बट बॉटम लाइन का ही जो इम्पैक्ट है वो अभी ट्रांसलेट नहीं हो पा रहा है.
बॉटम लाइन आई थिंक इट वुड बी मोर और लेस इन दिस लाइन ओनली, नॉट गोइंग टू बी द ग्रेट.
ठीक बात है सर। बाकी सर हमारा अभी टोटल डेट क्या है बुक पे? व्हाट इज द नेट डेट?
Total debt is, we have at present 140 crore, including working capital and that. Out of that, 45 is long-term debts and 100 crore is short-term. That's a working capital.
ओके। एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ ब्लेंडेड कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड हमारी क्या है सर अभी?
Around 8%.
8%। और सर लास्टली सर हमारा रेटिंग कब लास्ट ड्यू कब है रेटिंग रैशनल?
That will be after the closure of the year, maybe I think June, July.
Can last any updates that we have for the rating? What are our current rating?
That always happen once we give a result, always that call is happened.
Okay, but what are our current ratings, sir?
A minus, है ना? A minus.
A minus. Right. And lastly, sir, on this southern जो unit हमारी जो ready हुई है, सर उसमें अभी utilization levels कैसी है? What has been the contribution?
Utilization is good now. I think we are at a 60% capacity utilization.
Okay.
In that unit.
60%.
Yeah.
Okay. And we will be closing the year on that in this vicinity only 60%?
Yeah. That unit will be closed at 60%.
60%. And next year, sir, and is it fair to understand what could be?
Next year, that unit will go to 80%.
Okay. And the products, sir, how different are they, or are in the same line? So what is the percentage?
It is a non-asbestos product, and it's a normal vanilla product, because we don't make there the value added, because value added we are doing only in the Chinchwad plant.
Sir, last point is, when we look at this Awas Yojana part of the story, how have the companies like us in this asbestos segment also and the board segment benefited?
Definitely it is going to benefit, because now in the budget only they have announced this, and if you've seen, particularly in the two states, the BJP government has come, and in the past government, most of the work is not done. So I think before the election they will try to do something, but time is very less. So practically you won't get the benefit of that announcement.
नहीं सर, my point was कि ये योजना तो पहले से चलती आ रही है और अब इन्होंने
certain government ने खर्चा नहीं किया उससे.
नहीं किया. अच्छा सर.
Because you have seen wherever the which is aligned to the central government has done, the states which are not aligned have not done. Whether it is Awas Yojana or other schemes which has been run by the central government.
Okay.
So that impact you will see everywhere.
Okay. So it is fair to understand that we have not, sorry sir, it is fair to
now the things are little changed post the 3 states election. So I think definitely, because in those all 3 states we are present, so we'll get the benefit of it.
Okay. So that means you are referring to the Chhattisgarh, the state of Chhattisgarh, and other 2 elections.
Rajasthan and MP. Yeah.
MP. Okay. Right. ठीक है sir. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. And namaskar, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ravi Shah from Opal Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, am I audible?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Good sir. Thank you for asking. I'm fine. So actually, I had 2 questions. My first question was on the current market share of the company, where we are in the key markets where we are present. What are the numbers you can share?
See, as I said, in the West we are the leader. Our market share would be in the West would be around 35 to 37%, and in South we would be around 18 to 20%.
Understood, sir. So my second question is, can you provide some updates on the Perundurai plant operations and the capacity utilizations? Also, any new developments on the Odisha project?
In Perundurai plant, at present, we are at the 60% capacity utilization. And going forward, in the next year, we will touch to 80%. And plant is already established, and all the issues of the initial hiccups have been sorted out. and product is well accepted by the market.
Got it. So one last question. I mean, you in the initial commentary also mentioned about the floods in Tamil Nadu, and we have a presence over there. So was our capacity utilization affected by that, and because of that, our sales could have been affected, or it was a normalized number for us? So, I mean, is this a normal number, or should we look at it differently?
See, as I mentioned, because my market is better in the west, so west plant are giving a better capacity utilization. Whereas there I am, my market share is low, so that is little low in particularly both the plant and south.
So there was no major impact by the floods you're seeing in our plant. Okay, sir. Understood, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thanks, yeah.
Thank you. Participants who wishes to ask questions may please press star and one now. The next question is from the line of Yug Mehta from AP Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. So I just had one question. So there is a growing preference for other roofing shades like metal roofing. So what are our endeavors in this area?
So at present we are not looking those things because still we have to expand ourselves and become a pan-India. So once we complete that, then we look to other products.
Okay, sir. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rajesh from Apex Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is that we are noticing that there is a pricing pressure, and so do we anticipate a price hike on our products? And if so, then by how much percent?
As I mentioned in my previous answers also, that all depends on the demand increases in the market, and generally the first quarter of the year is always good. So hopefully in the Q1 of next year there has to be some price increase, and quantum I cannot tell you now because that all depends on demand and supply and how much gap is there in the market, and based on that the price increase will be materialized.
Understand. Okay. Thank you. So my second question is related to the current quarter, because over the past few years we have noticed that this is seasonally the best quarter for this particular sector. So what is the kind of demand that you are seeing for the initial? If we have seen the demand in the initial days, what is your comment on that? Can you please?
At present, we are not seeing the demand in this quarter. Also, there is still subdued, but still 1.5 months is there. We don't know, things may change positively. But as you know, there is election and definitely going to impact March, April, because these are the 2 months where a lot of election activities will happen. So definitely that may impact compared to the normal months.
Okay. Thank you. That's it from my end.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Prachi Shah from ABC Ventures. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. So I have 2 questions. First is, are you looking for any new product development in non-hazardous category?
That's ongoing. We are working on it. We are already in that. If you see our total capacity, out of 69,000, 19,000 is non-asbestos.
Okay.
So already we are working towards it, and the Bada plant is again going to be the non-asbestos.
Okay, sir. So my second question is, there is an increase of approximately rupees 70 lakhs in finance cost on sequential basis, right? So can you please help us understand the same?
The interest cost you are talking about the interest cost?
No, finance cost,
interest cost. That's mainly the interest cost. So
Yeah.
because, the utilization, because of the more utilization of the working capital, so there is a increase. But if you see in totality, quarter to quarter, if you see, hardly there is an increase because Last year it was 3.1 and this year it is 3.3. So it is only 20 lakhs, not much. So it is a normal phenomenon. Generally, Q3 is subdued. So we have to create the inventory for season. So finished goods stock get increased. So that is a normal.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may please press star and one to ask questions. As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Tuljaram Maheshwari for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I hope we have been able to answer all your questions satisfactorily. However, if you need any further clarification or want to know more about the company, please contact SGA team or Investor Relations Advisor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Sahyadri Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.